What is up, guys? Ross Thomas here for the Brotographer.com, and today I am testing out the 50mm and 35mm Sigma art lenses on the Sony A7R III. After my initial success in testing Canon L-series in Tamron glass with the Metabones Mark IV adapter, Sigma was kind enough to send me out a few of their art lenses for testing as well. You guys have been clamoring for this down in the comment section of that video, which I will link to over here. Without further ado, let's test it out. I'm going to be testing out continuous autofocus wide open at f1.4 to see if we get a good hit rate and also eye autofocus with these two lenses. Okay, so I've got the Sigma 35 art here on the A7R III with the MC11 adapter. 35 art was the first of the Sigma art series lenses to be released, and let's see how it performs on the A7R III. First, I've got facial recognition on. I'm in continuous focus. We can see the boxes on her face there. Let's check out eye autofocus to see if that works. Beth, move left and right in the frame a little bit. It's tracking her. Move left and right faster, please. Perfect. Looks like it's tracking her pretty well. Move forward towards the camera. Back away from the camera. And stop right there, Beth. All right. Okay, so now I've got the 50mm f1.4 art on the A7R III, also with the Sigma MC11 adapter. We're shooting wide open at f1.4 for all this. As you can see right now, we're not even focusing and it's recognizing her face. We easily get facial recognition, shooting in continuous, and we also seem to get eye autofocus. So Beth, I'm gonna take a couple pictures. Walk a couple steps toward the camera. Open it up. And away. Come towards the camera again. Right there. All right, so we move it around. We're seeing we get full autofocus coverage on the A7R III with the 51.4 art. Guys, I really love this lens. I didn't like the Canon 50mm f1.2. But the Sigma art f1.4 is fantastic. It's way sharper, even wide open at f1.4, and the fact that we can get eye autofocus with the new A7R III makes it a viable 50mm option on the Sony. Okay guys, because I know you're going to ask me, does video AF work in continuous autofocus on the A7R III with Sigma lenses and the MC11 adapter? The answer is yes. So if I move off of Beth here, we're wide open at 1.4, focused on the background and back to her. About 1 second. Beth, move towards me. And away. Towards me. Back. And stop. Okay guys. So that is with the 35mm f1.4 art. And now I've got the 50mm f1.4 art on the A7R III with the MC11 adapter. All this stuff shot wide open at f1.4. If it works at f1.4, it's going to work at f2, f2.8, and beyond. So we're going to get off her here. Focused on the background, takes about a second. Back on her. And I'm going to rotate around her here to see if we can keep focus. As long as we keep her relatively in the center of the frame, it's pretty good. If you have a subject moving towards you and away from you extremely fast, this is not going to be the best option for you, and you definitely should use native glass. But this is an absolute option for you if you are stuck in a bind doing an interview. It should be fine as well if your subject is moving towards you and away from you just a little bit. You will not have to worry about manual focusing that lens. So guys, the 50mm f1.4 art lens on the MC11 adapter works in video autofocus mode. Alright, so as you guys can see there in those images, autofocus was spot on. Eye autofocus basically hit every single time with a relatively stationary object. I haven't tested these lenses a ton in a sports atmosphere, coming towards you and away from you, but I am aware that if you keep the drive mode in low, so that's 3 frames per second, that it will keep up. Done a little bit of testing, but I'm not comfortable releasing a video on that subject quite yet, so that one may be coming soon. As you guys also saw, in video autofocus, the MC11 adapter with the ART lenses had basically the same performance as they did with Canon L-series glasses on the Metabones Mark IV adapter. So you're probably not going to be able to use that in any professional capacity. However, if you're doing talking head stuff on YouTube, or you don't need to move your subject off to the side of the frame, you can probably use continuous autofocus with the Sigma ART series lenses. So if you're a portrait shooter who does not want to get rid of your Canon or Sigma glass, I think that these lenses are a totally viable option for you in a portrait setting. If you're in a setting where you're chasing around a kid, or you're doing some candid portraits where subjects are moving really fastly side to side or towards you and away from you, you're probably still going to want to use native glass on your Sony cameras for that. But once again, if you need that critical eye autofocus at a super wide aperture like f1.4 and you have not invested in G Master lenses or really wide aperture Zeiss glass yet, the Sigma ART series lenses can totally be used on the Sony A7RIII and also the Sony A9 in pretty much the same capacity. All right, guys, until next time, I am Ross Thomas signing out for the Brotographer.com. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.